We're taking a look at the UV fan fixture by Light Progress. This is a really unique air cleansing and air disinfecting fixture that is safe for people to be around while it's running, and I'll explain a little bit more about how it works. This fixture uses two technologies to actively and constantly disinfect and circulate the air in a space while people are present. The first technology that's used in this is Germicidal ultraviolet light. There are two lamps on the inside of this fixture that disinfect the air as it moves through this unit. Now, this is really important to note that this is enclosed ultraviolet energy, so there's no risk for harm to people's skin or eyes if this unit stays closed and is running while people are present. It is very important to follow the manufacturer's guidelines and to follow any safety protocols very specifically to ensure that there isn't any accidental exposure to ultraviolet light when maintaining this unit. The second technology that this fixture uses is something called titanium dioxide. Now, there's a lot of science behind this and it's a really neat technology, but effectively the way it works is the ultraviolet light inside this fixture energizes the titanium dioxide, and in that process, any volatile organic compounds, odors, and even bacteria and pathogens that come in contact with that energized filter actually are deactivated in that process. Now, one of the neat things about a titanium dioxide filter is there's no need to replace it because it's actually a chemical coating, and the way it works is the ultraviolet light energizes the chemical components in the filter. So this isn't like a HEPA filter or a carbon filter where you may need to replace it over a certain period of time. This filter will stay good for the life of the unit. The lamps inside this Light Progress unit operate for about 18,000 hours before they need to be replaced. So this also gives a significant amount of run time or air disinfection time before those light bulbs actually need to be pulled out and then replaced with fresh units. At this point, we've installed the UV lamps in the center of the unit. We've also plugged it in. I'd like to go ahead and show it to you in operation. I will pull the unit up so you have a better view and turn on the power switch. Now, the first thing when you energize the unit is that the fan starts circulating air, and then you can see the blue light through the sight glass in the center, which gives you an indication that the UV lamps are operating in the center of the unit. This is great because if anything fails within the unit and you need to replace the lamps, you'll know because that center light won't be on. And also, another thing to note about this unit is that the fan noise is very quiet. This is quieter than an average bathroom exhaust fan, and even though it's moving a significant amount of air through the unit as it's disinfecting the air, it still is very quiet and not a distracting unit to have in a space. This is the UV fan unit by Light Progress. This comes in a couple of different models, both wall-mounted like this and also units that can be placed on a stand, a rolling stand or a cart that can be placed in different rooms within a building from time to time. This unit does use two technologies to disinfect the air, and it actively circulates the air in a room rather than waiting for passive air circulation. We're using both titanium dioxide filters to oxidize particles in the air, and we're using the germicidal ultraviolet light, so this is a thorough air disinfection tool. It's quiet, and it also protects anyone in the space from accidental exposure to any germicidal ultraviolet energy that can be harmful to skin and eyes. So if you're looking for an application to disinfect actively air within a space, this is a great option to consider.